Welcome to Get to the Hook. I am your co-host, Charles Latibeaudiere.
And I'm your co-host, Eric Colley.
And this week we are diving into some of, I would say, some of the most hits that you just can't get out of your head.
Some of the most iconic songs of all time.
Iconic songs that the reason you can't get them out of your head is because they were attached to TV shows that you watched every single week, and you would hear that song to start the thing. And so, look, these songs are, I would say, primarily for people of a certain age. And that's what we're going to talk about, because with the Emmy Awards just going down, lots of big shows, actually some really great, fine television shows.
Great shows.
But they're all missing something.
I know.
Because it used to be the great shows had great theme songs. And now it's a dead art. There are no great TV theme songs.
It's so sad.
And there haven't been for
a while. There's a couple, but it's mostly instrumentals. I was thinking The Pit won Best Drama this year. Did you watch The Pit?
I did. I actually loved that.
Great song. Great show.
I cannot wait for the next season.
Was there an opening credit sequence, a theme song? Not only is there or is there not, I can't remember.
The funny thing is watching the Emmys, and every time that The Pit won a lot, basically The Pit, Adolescence, and the studio won everything. And I was listening because they always play, like the orchestra plays
the theme
what is supposed to be the theme, but I didn't recognize it. Like I heard it a lot during the Emmys, but I did not recognize the song.
No.
So I guess it played somewhere.
There was something. I mean, I remember it started because each episode is an hour of the day, and they would show you which hour you were in, and then it had the actors' names pop up and stuff. But I don't think there was a title sequence. And I was like, am I just forgetting it? I went on YouTube and looked to see if there was Pit opening sequence.
Right.
The only thing on there is people who have chopped up video of it to make it look like the ER credits from the 90s.
And they didn't put the ER.
And they put the ER music and stuff on it. So yeah.
Now, the ER
studio,
theme I still remember.
Oh, of course you did.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm not going to try and sing it, but everybody knows that. The studio, I watched that show. It's a funny show. I know there is a title sequence because the studio, the name pops up. Maybe there's like some little drums or something, some kind of jazzy thing. I don't remember.
What you get more now is sort of like, it's almost like a sting. It's like just at most, some shows have like a 10-second thing that plays.
Abbott Elementary has that little
That's
little
exactly
funky
what I was
blast.
thinking about.
It's like literally like 11 or 12 seconds long.
Yeah.
You see the kid's backpack that says Abbott Elementary, and it's catchy, but it's like 10 seconds.
Right. That's not going to get you anything on the Billboard charts.
Some shows do have long opening intros. Severance has one. The Last of Us had one. Only Murders in the Building has a really cool haunting theme music. White Lotus, that theme music's been pretty famous. Stranger Things, those shows. But those are dramas with big
more like
instrumentals.
atmospheric, it's like
vibes, as you love vibes.
It's vibes.
It is vibes of TV shows. So I was thinking, like, why did theme songs, specifically, theme songs with lyrics and vocals, those are decades in the past. That's 20th century. We're going to talk about some of those. But I think the big reason they've gone away, and even if they had them, we wouldn't know, because of two words: skip intro. Because all these shows that had these great theme songs aired back in the days of network television, basic cable, when you kind of had to watch it. Now, that little skip intro pops up and you're like, bye.
Yeah, honestly, like even the White Lotus theme, I only know it for when it plays at the end of an episode, because I always hit skip intro. And then at the end, when I'm waiting for the next episode to pop up, that's when I hear the theme. But,
and I think that's part of it, too, and also it's expensive. These shows cost a lot of money now because they do have high production values on shows compared to, 20, 30, 40 years ago. So why spend the money on that music in the title sequence? Save that money.
And then the other reason is they don't want to risk you. That's the reason they have the skip intro. They don't want to risk you turning away, right? Yeah. Whether it's broadcast or even if it's streaming, they don't want to risk any, they can't play a minute and a half long song because they might lose you. Whereas it used to be that minute, however long it was, that pulled you in because you loved the song.
Yeah,
and you
maybe
wanted to hear
if they invested in a really catchy song, people would stick around for that. Also, I think back in the day, you had to have the title sequence to let people know what they were watching.
Right.
Because now
people
you're choosing to watch something on streaming. You know what you're watching. Yeah. It's right there.
You're not trying to grab like a random person.
Right.
Which is what themes used to do.
Yeah. I think when it started to go away, I grabbed the opening sequence of a TV show from the early 2000s.
Okay.
And this is when, I remember there being jokes about this. So when I cut sound bites for songs for the show. I try to keep them to about 10 seconds. That's about what we can play. I played all of this because this is the entirety of the opening credits of Lost. That's all it was. That's all it was.
You know what?
With the word "lost" just floating towards the screen.
That's kind of the start of the vibes, man.
It set a tone for that show.
Right.
It was eerie and mysterious.
Is that the first time that they went with vibes? Certainly on broadcast television.
Oh, absolutely. But even the early HBO shows, those big cable shows, the prestige shows like The Sopranos, or then you get into Mad Men and Breaking Bad and stuff like that. They had theme music and opening sequences and pretty memorable music. I mean, it's all instrumental. But
The Sopranos wasn't, but
most of those were.
Yeah,
they still put some effort into that. Now, after Lost, it was like, put 10 seconds of just some sound.
Put some sound. Make sure the title is up, and then let's move on.
But did not always used to be that way.
Did they? By the way, there used to be an Emmy for theme songs, wasn't there?
I don't. Maybe.
I'll have to look that up, but I think there was. Anyway, they don't do it now.
I don't know who would even get it. So I thought, how do we talk about TV theme songs? There are so many. I love the 60s ones where they just would explain the whole premise of the show in a song, like Gilligan's Island.
Right. Like, lay it all out for you.
Here's what Green Acres. Here's the whole premise.
In case this is the first time you're ever watching,
right.
I just want you to know what's going on.
What's your favorite TV theme song? Or at least a couple. I know everybody has some stock ones that come to mind.
God, mine are all kind of the same era.
Mine too.
It's Jefferson's.
It was like
Good Times.
Good Times, One Day at a Time.
Even All My Children All My Children, All in the Family.
All in the Family, oh yeah.
Although All My Children also was very memorable because I might have checked out a soap opera.
Oh, I know all the, like, Days of Our Lives, I knew that theme because every summer I'd be at my grandmother's house. And the plot would barely progress from summer to summer. Yeah. Those were very memorable. But some of them actually became hit songs. We are going to talk about the TV theme songs that turned into actual hits. And
all right.
It's very surprising.
Like Billboard hits. These are
Billboard hits. This first one
all right.
Made the top 50, just missed the top 40. But on the country chart, because a good TV theme song can be any genre. Mm-hmm. And also you kind of want to match the tone of the show.
Right.
This is from at the end of 62, early 1963. This song spent 3 weeks at #1 on the country chart. And this is one of those 60 songs we were talking about. That
it was #1 on the country chart?
3 weeks. Well, it's from Bluegrass Legends.
I guess.
Flat and Scruggs. This is their song, The Ballad of Jed Clampett, from the Beverly Hillbillies.
Listen to my story about a man named Jed. Poor mountaineer barely kept his family fed.
But that's a slightly different recording. Sometimes you would get
different.
The one on the show was not that same version.
Yeah.
But they are the ones who wrote and performed the song. So I guess theirs is the real version?
Anyone who works in this office has had to hear that song. Even if you never saw the show, even if you never knew the show existed, you have heard the theme song countless times because
Harvey likes to sing.
Someone here sings. It's like he just likes to prove he knows all of the lyrics.
But he doesn't. He gets them wrong every time, and it drives me crazy. In the lyric, it says, the neighbor said, California is the place you ought to be. Like that hillbilly, California.
Yeah.
And the name of the pilot episode was like, California, Here We Come. Harvey swears it's California. And they were saying the whole state name. I'm like,
Why would they do that? No.
That makes no sense. No. So he doesn't even get all the lyrics right. Drives me crazy. That was...
So that was #1 for 3 weeks.
On the country chart and crossed over to the top 50 on the pop charts.
So did Flat and Scruggs do the actual theme for or did someone else record it?
I don't know if somebody else sang it. I'm not sure who did the vocals.
That vocal we just heard sounds a little
definitely different. Yeah. But that, a good lyric, and that's the important thing in a lot of these shows. I'm going to give you a little quiz here.
Okay.
And I know you usually hate pop quizzes, but I think you'll be all right in this one.
No, I'm ready.
To show how iconic some of these themes were, how ingrained in our cultural consciousness they are, I'm just going to give you a lyric. No melody, no nothing.
Okay.
And I bet you will know what show they're from.
Oh, man. See,
this is going to be easy.
Hold on. No, that's where you screwed it up. I was fine with the pop quiz, but then you load it up and go, I'm sure you're going to know. Well, now you put the pressure on.
No, I will be shocked if you don't get these.
Okay.
Here's the story of a lovely lady.
The Brady Bunch.
See, these are not going to be hard.
Okay, all right.
In West Philadelphia, born and raised.
The Fresh Prince.
They're creepy and they're kooky.
The Addams Family.
You take the good, you take the bad.
The Facts of Life.
Tossed salad and scrambled eggs.
Frasier.
Yep. And this last one, I'm not even going to give you words. This is how iconic this is.
Cheers.
Nope. No. How about this? 4 quick hand claps. One of the most iconic theme songs of all time.
That's the Addams Family.
No.
Wait.
That's finger snapping.
Oh, that's right.
This is a theme song that
did sound familiar when you just did it. Do it again.
Picture it. Okay, this is later. This is 90s. Oh, come on.
Oh, it's in the middle of the song, Friends.
Of course.
Oh, okay.
I'll be there for you the first
I was thinking about it to start it off.
But you got it. It's hand claps, and you know what TV theme song that is.
Yeah. See, I was afraid. That was good. All right, see, I nailed it.
I gave you some easy ones there.
Yeah, the Friends one you threw me off. Though.
Yeah. And most of those weren't hits because, for one thing, they weren't released as singles a lot of the time. But sometimes a show would get so popular or its song would get so popular, the label would be like, let's just put this out and see what happens. And these things became 5 TV theme songs in history have been #1 hits.
Ooh.
5
#1 hits.
But some of the shows are kind of obscure. But I'll give you some clues on this because we are going to focus on one specific year. I don't know what was in the water, but 1976, 7 different TV theme songs made the top 40 that year. 5 of them made the top 10, and 3 went to #1 just in 1976.
In 76,
it was the year of
went to
TV theme
#1.
songs being hits.
I was watching a lot of TV back then.
And I'll get the 3, if you're going to try and guess the 3 #1s.
Yeah.
One of them was a sitcom. One was a drama.
Huh?
One was not, I don't know how to describe it. It's not a scripted show. It was kind of a variety show, but not exactly. It's a performance show.
Okay.
And its theme song went to #1.
Hee-haw?
Nope.
76. Rockford Files?
That was a top 10 hit in 75.
And the sitcom in 76.
Sitcom, the drama, and they've made movies of that TV show. Even though the show itself, I don't think was that big or that memorable. I don't know. The
sitcom wasn't that big?
No, the drama. The other one, I'm just going to tell you. It was the song TSOP by MFSB.
I know the song,
it's an instrumental disco song. It was the theme song to Soul Train.
Okay.
Yeah, the theme song to Soul Train was a #1 hit.
It got to #1.
The drama in 76 was Rhythm Heritage and the theme from SWAT. And SWAT has been, they made movies out of it. They've revamped, rebooted the TV show a couple times. But that funky 70s, when you think of like a 70s cop show, that's what that music was. The sitcom.
The third one, the sitcom.
Okay, What's the sitcom? That's the third one. And I will give you this hint. Of the 5 #1 TV theme songs, this is the only time a theme song hit #1 and one of the cast members of the show eventually had a #1 hit.
Miami Vice.
No, he got to #5. But that Miami Vice is one of the other theme songs that hit #1. That was in 85.
Because Don Johnson, no, he didn't have it.
Heartbeat,
did he have a #1?
Heartbeat with #5.
Went to #5.
In 86. But yeah, so this was a TV sitcom, 1976. The theme song was by a guy who'd been popular in the 60s. And then one of the young cast members of that show, 2 years later, had a #1 hit.
Oh, no.
What?
I was gonna say Starsky and Hutch.
Nope.
But there wasn't a young cast member.
That's not a sitcom.
Right. And it's not a sitcom either. Although sometimes.
And I'll say the cast member who had a #1 hit became a gargantuan movie star. So while the show was still on, so and one of his #1 hits, his #1 hit was tied to one of the movies he was in.
You're talking about John Travolta.
Yes.
But I'm trying to think about. It's Welcome Back, Kotter.
Welcome Back, John Sebastian, lead singer of the Lovin' Spoonful back in the 60s, went to #1 in 76 with this classic song, Welcome Back.
Welcome back. Your dreams were your ticket out. Welcome back.
That's just a good song.
Just a good song.
Just a good song.
I mean, let's put it's just a good song. It's not a great song. It's just a good song. But it's a good song. And that went to #1.
That was a #1 hit in 76. And then John Travolta hit #1 with You're the One That I Want from Greece.
But that's the power of television back then. And the problem is now you don't have, you're
not going to reach as big of an audience now.
Right. You're talking about a time when there were 3 channels that people were watching. So everybody really was watching the same thing.
Yeah.
And that is definitely not the case now. Now you ask your friends for a recommendation. Hey, what are you streaming?
And it'll be different answers almost every time.
And plus, then and then once you go watch that, there's no song anyway.
And even if there was, you would just skip intro.
Right.
The other hits in 76, by the way, the Happy Days theme song went to #5 for Pratt and McLean. Barry DeVorzon and Perry Botkin Jr. had a top 10 hit. Nadia's theme, The Young and the Restless. It was used in a montage for gymnast Nadia Comaneci in 1976 Olympics. You spent some time at your grandmother's house too, watching that. Beretta's theme, "Keep Your Eye on the Sparrow," was a top 10 hit, or top 20 hit with Robert Blake.
Anyway,
and
moving on.
An artist named Cindy Greco got to number 25 in 76 with a song called "Making Our Dreams Come True."
Oh, Laverne and
Shirley.
Yes.
But her song, if you bought the 45 of it, did not have the Schlemiel Schlemazel intro. It just started with the music.
Ooh, it's not the same thing without Schlemiel.
It's not the same thing without that.
By the way, I was in Milwaukee earlier this year, and I asked so many people about Schlemiel Schlemazel, and they're like, "It doesn't actually. It's not here.
It's
There's
a
no
Hollywood
Schlemiel
thing.
Schlemazel."
Yeah, no. So we didn't name the fifth number one hit. So the five that hit number one, the three from 76 were Soul Train, SWAT, Welcome Back, then Miami Vice theme for Jan Hammer in 1985. The other one, you would think, "I'll Be There For You" by the Rembrandts from Friends.
Right.
It was number one on radio airplay on the radio for 8 weeks. It was a huge number one hit on radio. At the time, the 90s were weird. You had to release a commercial single. They did not. So it didn't chart. Then eventually, the Rembrandts, trying to plug their next album, put it on a single with another song, and it finally debuted at 17 and dropped.
Ooh.
So technically, it peaked at 17.
17 drop is, debuting at 17.
It held for a while. But the weirdest thing is, the Rembrandts, of course, people think one-hit wonder, "I'll Be There For You." Technically, on the Billboard Hot 100, that's not even their highest charting song. 4 years earlier, in 1991, the Rembrandts' debut single, "Just the Way It Is, Baby," went to number 14.
I do remember that song.
Yeah, that hit number 14.
It's not.
Then they did the Friends theme, and that technically peaked at number 17. Would have been a number one hit, so I got to put an asterisk on that.
Right.
Had they released the single, there's no doubt that would have been number
somebody
one hit.
screwed up. Somebody at their label screwed up.
Well, they were trying to sell albums. Maybe that worked for them. I don't know. No, the fifth number one hit was in the 90s, and maybe you know the song, The Show.
I got to tell you, I didn't watch a lot of primetime shows in the 90s. I missed.
This was
I was working.
This show, I think it was on Fox, and it only got 13 episodes. It was actually canceled the week the theme song fell from number one. So the show was off the air before the song was off the charts. That's how fast it came and went. And the weird thing is, what was number one around it? So we're talking about, from 1992, a forgotten show about a group of struggling musician friends called The Heights, and their theme song, "How Do You Talk to an Angel?" This was a number one hit.
How do you talk to an angel? How do you hold her close to where you are?
You remember that song?
I do remember that song. I never watched the show. That was
nobody did. That's the problem.
That was an Aaron Spelling production.
Yeah,
believe,
and then
right?
Jamie Walters, the lead singer, went on to 90210, and then he had a solo hit of his own. But yeah, the weird thing is when you talk about songs being number one or not being number one or whatever, it's always timing. And the timing on that song worked out to be very perfect, because if you look at the two songs that hit number one before and after it, so End of the Road, Boys to Men, 13 weeks at number one, set the record at the time. That was a record-breaking song. Got knocked out of number one by that, The Heights. Then that got knocked out of number one by Whitney Houston's "I Will Always Love You," that was number one for 14 weeks and broke Boyz II Men's record. So literally at the time, the two biggest hits of all time bookended.
Talk about
How Do You Talk to an Angel?
Wow.
They got real lucky on that timing.
That is a great piece of trivia right there.
Yeah.
What is the song that was number one in between for 1 week between those two?
From a TV show, 2 weeks.
2 weeks. Yeah.
For a show that got canceled before the song was out of the top 10.
What year was that? So
92. That was the fall of 92.
That's why I remembered. I played that song.
Oh wait, you played "How Do You Talk to an Angel"?
No, I played.
Oh,
I was
lady?
I was DJing events, and it was some kid's birthday party or something. I remember.
I'm just picturing you trying to pick some girl up and putting that on a mix.
No, no.
How do I talk to you? Because you're an angel, baby.
I had different songs for that.
Rump Shaker was out at that same time.
Although
so I'm going to assume that was.
Well,
all I want to do is zoom, and a boom, boom.
Shake your butt.
Some of the other big TV theme songs that became big hits. 1981, "Believe It or Not" from The Greatest American Hero, number 2.
Now you're back in the heyday of
"Believe It or Not, I'm Walking on Air." The Dukes of Hazzard, Waylon Jennings was a top 30 hit. Hill Street Blues theme song, instrumental, top 10 song. One that you would think would be a much bigger hit, but I think there's a reason for this. "Where Everybody Knows Your Name" by Gary Portnoy, the theme from Cheers, peaked at number 83. And you think, how did that song not do better? Because they released it as a single the year Cheers premiered. And you remember, Cheers was not a hit right away.
No, it was not.
So I think if they had waited like 2 or 3 years and put that song out, it would have been a much bigger hit.
Huh. Interesting.
Everybody knows your name, and everybody knows
that song. Yeah.
Everybody knows that song. Have you ever actually listened to the full single version of it?
A couple of times.
Where it gets a little weirdly transphobic. Just like where you have a bad day because you find out your husband wants to be a girl or something, and it's like it's just an awkward thing to put in the lyric.
Awkwardly transphobic, but also sort of prescient.
It's more relevant now than it was then, probably. But it was just a weird turn for that song to take.
Can you imagine them sitting down writing like, what do I need here? I got to rhyme something with. I don't know.
And then there are the songs that sampled TV theme songs and became hits. DJ Jazzy Jeff and the Fresh Prince's "Girls Ain't Nothing But Trouble" sampled "I Dream of Jeannie."
Oh yes, okay.
And then of course Will Smith had his own iconic TV theme song with Fresh Prince of Bel-Air. The Green Acres theme song is actually sampled in "Groove Is in the Heart" by D-Light.
No, it's not.
The part when she says, "I couldn't ask for another," and then the "I" in the background, that's "I get allergic smelling hay."
Get the hell out of here.
The Green Acres theme is sampled in "Groove Is in the Heart." Yes, it is.
Green Acres is in that? I know there were a lot of samples in that song.
There's a lot of weird, there's a Herbie Hancock and a belly dancing instruction record. There's weird stuff. We'll break that down someday because that's fascinating, all the stuff that's in "Groove Is in the Heart."
There's the eye-opener. I was like, what? I've never... All right, that's my takeaway.
2015, Fall Out Boy had a song called Uma Thurman, hit number 22, sampled the Munsters theme song from back in the 60s. A song that, for some reason, everybody decided to sample in hip-hop in the late 90s and early 2000s, the Knight Rider theme song, which is a great song. The biggest hit of that, Busta Rhymes, hit number 10 in 98 with the Turn It Up remix. It sounded like this. I mean, the Knight Rider theme is great.
It's a good beat.
And then Cameron sampled the Magnum PI.
I mean, the song really. I mean,
the Busta Rhymes song?
The show,
the
the show sucked.
See, I was just young enough that I thought a smart talking car was like the coolest thing.
Yes,
I've never watched reruns of it though, so I don't know if it would hold up for me.
It does not hold.
Probably not.
I mean, I'm not gonna lie. I watched it because I liked cars, but
Kit was a cool car. What are you talking about?
Anyway,
it's what made David Hasselhoff before Baywatch.
It did.
So, but I don't hold that against it. I'm just kidding. And I don't think you've ever heard this. I love dusting off some weird novelties and bizarre things that you've maybe never heard. So we were saying 1976 was a big year for TV theme songs being hits. And anytime there's a trend developing, people were like, let's cash in on that. So they didn't have a current new TV show theme song. They thought, let's take an old one and marry it to another big trend, disco. There was a group called the Wilton Place Street Band, hit number 24 in early 1977 with a song that came out at the end of 76. And this is probably what killed TV songs being hits for a while. This is the Disco Lucy, I Love Lucy disco version they made.
I don't think I've ever had the pleasure.
It is the disco version of the I Love Lucy theme. You didn't know you needed.
No, I didn't need it. I actually do know that I did not need it, and I got it anyway. So
you're welcome.
Sometimes that happens. Here's why I'm going to tell you why I think that the Jeffersons is the best.
It's so
and I loved it even before this moment, but this really solidified it for me. And it's never happened again. And I don't know who the DJ was that night or why this happened. This is when I was in college, and we were out at a bar or club. It was all kind of the same thing back then, in Scottsdale. And packed club, everyone's having a good time, dance. And then the music stopped, and then the DJ just without any warning or didn't introduce, hit it. And immediately everybody knew when the clap started, and the roof came off the place.
Yeah.
It's never happened before. And it hasn't happened since that I've been in a club and they played it, but it was such a great moment, and maybe I just had the right amount of drinks.
Maybe.
But everyone else, it wasn't just me. Everyone in the place felt that way.
Because that's the thing. They used to be these cultural touchstones that we all knew and we all loved. And the Jeffersons theme is one of the greatest things.
And I guess
so good.
We were all around the same age, and we all grew up watching that show, and so it was a moment. It was, as the kids would say, it was lit. It was lit.
It was a vibe.
It was a full vibe in there, man. And so from that moment on, it has always been just my favorite.
Whenever you hear it, you think of that now?
Oh, yes.
I used to love.
What was the name of that club? It was, God, I can't remember it. I just remember. Here's what I do remember about the club, and maybe this will Charles Barkley used to go there a lot, but he wasn't out in the with the masses. There was a back room.
Maybe he was a fan of the Jeffersons, and that's why they played it for him.
Maybe he was there in the back room that night.
I used to love the Jeffersons. Was one of those 70s TV theme songs also that we love. The end credits were different than the opening credits. It'd be a different verse, different lyrics, an instrumental with like a sax solo or something. I love that.
That's when they did it right.
There's one. I was talking about TV theme songs that became hits. There's one case where it went the other way around, where a song was a hit and then kind of forgotten and then got repurposed as a TV theme song, and it is so much more famous as a TV theme song now.
Okay, we are through the looking glass.
Yeah.
I don't know what.
In the late 70s, there was a guy named Andrew Gold, had a song called Lonely Boy, was a top 10 hit. Then his follow-up hit cracked the top 30. It wasn't a huge hit, came and went, was forgotten. It was a song called Thank You for Being a Friend. 10 years later,
it was repurposed.
It got covered, it became the theme to the Golden Girls, and that's one of those where people find out, like, wait, that was a song before? It was not originally for the Golden Girls.
Actually, when Golden Girls got popular, I do remember thinking, wasn't this a song like, I don't know how many years ago. I remember
it was like late 77,
that was back when
78.
I was listening to the countdown every week.
Yeah.
And recording it, and anyway.
I'd make fun of you, but I did the same thing.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, that was a good one. That was a good one.
But that's definitely. But Andrew Gold died a few years ago. But I hope he made lots and lots and lots of money for. I think he wrote it.
Yes.
So he should have gotten those
He
royalties.
definitely should have.
Yeah. So good for him.
Thank you for being a friend.
Thank you. I don't know if you're singing or if you're just saying that to me. I felt kind of nice for a second. Now I don't know.
I'll let you wonder about that.
Okay, thanks.
Oh,
we're not friends.
See what he did there?
See what I did?
It's beautiful. We could actually do that on and on and on.
Well, we should stop.
So, So listen, enjoy TV shows now, but know that they're missing something. There was a golden era.
There was a golden era, and I don't know what the catchy theme song for The Pit would be.
Give it a shot. Give it a shot for season 2.
If it's a good enough song, people won't skip it.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Keep that in mind, and enjoy your TV shows. Enjoy your music. You do it separately now. That's fine. We will see you next week on Get to the Hook.